football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the workweek kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visiting sideline, coach of the Chiefs, Andy Reid. These guys caught in the mushy middle of the NFL after 4 weeks, sitting at 2-2. On the opposite side, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Here is second-year man Cam Little on to handle the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. One little burst so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Stepping up, and he's going to run. All the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. One play in blocking his drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Hunt out the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chiefs first down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
A gain of 16 yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Up by Fourier, Oluoku. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw. He's caught. He's got Brown. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
19 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And they get to him again. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
6 yards.
Oh, I hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate. Get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Washington with the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's a look on the side on every play. All of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All set now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
On play action now, Lawrence. This is thrown towards the defender instead, and he's the one who makes the play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he dodged the tackle. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
High of midfield. Brings up 3rd down.
Lawrence here running a sneak. And he's going to go down right along midfield strike. That goes for a gain of just 1. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Brian Cook.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This guy's man, it's the rookie out of Colorado. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
Cook on to punt for the Jaguars.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Trying things up the gut. And Rob Flack, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Gets it to him on the screen. Works the sideline to the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 35. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Running right side. Here's Hunt. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Shotgun snap, it's a give to Hunt. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're advancing it well as they face second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Kelsey running a slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down. Again, 11 on the play. And the first down on the Chiefs.
Here's a give to Hunt. He'll make his way through for a pick of a 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
First down throw, Mahomes.
First down.
Hauled in by Greg. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It's on the play. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Going on the run. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the line. 6 yards from there. It's going to be second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up third and goal.
Mahomes. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of the quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lanes for a touchdown just like that.
Jaguars nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguars.
Lawrence looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Travis Hunter. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And much beyond the line, a yard at most. It was Chris Jones, an All-Pro each of the last 3 seasons, who took him down.
The tackle made at the 41.
Third and 2. Here's Lawrence. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Trying on 4th down. It's Lawrence. That'll be the first and more. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10.
And the Jaguars first down.
Trying it right side with Etienne. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
A gain of 2.
Lawrence now off the play action. Brought in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars start to fight back for their first points in this game. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resonate, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Came a little to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. The Jaguars cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. The play fake, it's Mahomes. It isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes it the impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
That's complete, here's Brown. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll come up on first and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A ton on the carry. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock. They bring him down for no gain. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuff in the run.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle, and he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our first half. Hang with us. More football coming up from everybody. Mahomes on first and 10. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Back to the air. Mahomes. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
13 yards.
A new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Another Kansas City Chiefs.
Another throw for Mahomes. Has a man. It's Brown. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Kansas City.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Setting up the running back screen. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Brings up second.
I know coordinator and quarterback don't be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
This one's caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, You're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
For Kansas City.
Bayshul and Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. Lawrence with it on first. Look underneath here for ATM. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. And pass caught by Strange. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First and 10 now from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He's loaded another one up. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a two-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Tootin now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10. It's Myers. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass, Bryant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Completes another one to Thomas. Breaks free in the center of the field. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
And that's a quarterback's best friend, no question. And on the other side, your defense defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Stopped right around the 37. Gain 15 there. It's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. New set of downs from 37.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running this with Hunt. Crosses midfield, still going. And finally down right along that opposing 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dumps it off to his running back. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Here comes the screen for ETN. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st down.
Now it's Lawrence. Hauled in by Myers. And he'll get it up to the 44. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to the air. Lawrence. Completed over the middle. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Run again. Here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
Lawrence now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop was made at the 5-yard line. A stoppage now for an injured player as we see, it's Travis Etienne who's in some visible pain and needing to look at from the training staff. Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. One here with Allen. And he gets in, touchdown! The Jaguars can tie it up after hitting Painter in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That's him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Number 1, Xavier Worthy.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes.
It's
It's money in route. After making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38. From the gun, it's Hunt. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Greg Newsome on the coverage.
Going along for Mahomes. Going the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Butker knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. First down run, nabs him 5, and now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Fresh set of downs now from the 39. he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 2.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Finds Hunter downfield. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Lawrence working from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On play action now, Lawrence. And he's just going to hunt this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And all in a heck of a souvenir.
2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he gives himself up after a short gain. On 3rd down, Chiefs going with a nickel.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 4th-quarter lead. Yo, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here's Hunt up the middle. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
We've set it down from 37.
First down, Chiefs.
First down throw, Mahomes. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to roll this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Short pass brought in. Solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route one way. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers. You can find a completion just like that.
It's a gain of a yard.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it sets up second down. To the air, Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's back to throw. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's got it on the bootleg. Finds his running back is Spatial Tootin. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. To roam. He's beyond the 20. And he takes this up to the 22. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. We'll go play action. Lawrence. Connects on the crosser. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. We'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
39-yard line.
They give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. On the give, it's Tootin. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm drawn up here for Lawrence. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.